look at that. That's a nice hair. Like that? Oh boy. Wowza. I got a little bit of cleanup to do, both myself and the floor here. So I'll be back. All right, I am back. I cleaned up the room. I kind of cleaned up myself. I still need to remove the drywall out of that room, which I'll do in a little bit. I wanted to show you a couple things that I noticed. One, not so bad. The other one, badish. Let's start with the not so bad. So this doorway here, it's not framed correctly. I don't know what happened here. What we're supposed to have is the king stud on the outside, the jack stud right next to it, coming up to the header up here, and then a jack stud next to it, and then a king stud. So I can show you how that's supposed to look. King stud going all the way up, the jack stud with the header going over to the jack stud, and then the king stud, and then the framing up above. What I need to do is remove the drywall. I missed this piece. I'll remove that drywall, and later on I'm going to reframe this just so it's correct. This is only a closet door, but you know, the wall's open, you might as well get it correct. The not so good bad one is this. This is the header. Now the header is supposed to bear all the weight that's coming from the ceiling and move it to the sides where these studs meet, and put the load down on these studs so the sliding glass door or the window or whatever would have been, you know, doesn't support any of that weight. Well, this isn't done correctly because this header is cut too short. This header should have been 3 inches longer on this side and this side, so these two studs that go all the way to the floor would have been supporting the weight of the header and of the roof line. So I'm not sure exactly the best way to fix that. I think what I'll do, is I can't extend the length of the header. I'm not going to remove that and put a new header in. I think what I'll do is just go get some structural lag bolts and put the lag bolt so it goes through these two studs here into the header, and then allowing this header to be supported by those lag bolts. I think that'll work. I'll probably ring up my neighbor Howie, who is the architect, and see what he thinks about that. Probably noticed also that I had to remove this stud here, and that's because I needed to get the drywall out from behind it, and same with the one that was over here in the doorway. I needed to remove this stud, remove the drywall from behind it, and then put the stud back in. So learning as I go, making lots of mistakes, but I'm okay with that. It's fun stuff. I like doing this. It's frustrating at times, overwhelming majority of the time, but I'm definitely learning. This is definitely all new to me. You may be wondering, how did I learn this stuff? How do I know that the header is supposed to be supported by a stud and the jack stud and the king stud? Well, YouTube University. So I watch a lot of different YouTube channels with construction and electrical and all that kind of stuff, and so I get plenty of multiple opinions, multiple ways of doing things, and I think I'm doing it right. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, let's get to work. Too much yapping. I'm recording.
I'm enjoying my ice.
Yes, the ice is awesome.
And my new thermos that I found for $5.
Ooh.
Hey, ice is still in there in the morning. It's great.
They really do. They really do work quite well. Well, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think?
You did every wall.
You know, I was...
Hi, buddy.
It's kind of like coasting downhill. Once you have momentum, you don't want to stop.
You're just like, let's just
do it. Plus, like having brand new...
It smells better in here.
Oh yeah, there's that, and then having the brand new drywall without holes, without dings, it'll look so much nicer.
Yeah.
And we've already decided that we're just going to hire somebody to do the drywall.
Fingers?
Yeah, so it's going to look really nice.
Yes.
But, yep, got it all out. Now tomorrow, it's the insulation. And
getting all that out.
Yeah, I'm not doing that tonight because I don't want to
Be itchy.
be itchy. Yeah, so I'll put a full body suit on and just get the insulation out of here, bag it up. Whew. But, yeah, I feel a lot better about this.
Yeah. Nice.
Yep. Yep.
What do you think about it, Winston? You're not going to be allowed in here much longer. Oh.
Winston, you are getting so big.
You are.
You are so big. Look how big you are, buddy.
It's all floof. Look at it. It's all floof.
He does have a lot of floof, doesn't he?
Look at this. It is like you lose my hand.
Yeah.
It's all. Look at that.
Yeah, he's got a lot of floof.
He's tiny. I mean, he's tall.
He's tall. He's taller than Floyd right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he's
And
as tall as Kinsley now.
And his head is like twice the size of Floyd's.
Still looks like a puppy though.
Last year, we were very lucky to have Thanksgiving dinner with our friends, the Haulers. And this year, our plans are to have Thanksgiving dinner with our good friends, the Yeomans, with Sean, Holly, baby Henry, and the extended family. And we're very excited for two reasons. Number one, of course, the friendship. But number two is because they have turkey. They have turkey that they raised on their own farm. We know that they were free-ranged, that they're all natural, no hormones, no preservatives, no antibiotics. It's just going to be clean, pure, delicious turkey.
So we know not everyone is fortunate enough to have a homestead, be able to raise their own meat, and grocery stores during the holidays can be extremely stressful. So if that resonates with you and you want to get a turkey this year, then ButcherBox is a great option. They deliver straight to your door, and you can be rest assured that you're getting a free-ranged, no antibiotic, no preservative, no hormones. You can trace it back to the farm. It's all natural. If you join ButcherBox, you can get one 10 to 14 pound turkey for free in your first box, plus $10 off with the code 10turkey. This offer is good through November 13th. We'll put the link in the description below.
So yesterday I was able to remove the drywall and do a bunch of cleanup, and today I'm just going to get the insulation out of the wall, do a little bit more cleanup, and then kind of assess. But I think I can do insulation and then start on wiring, which I tried to do yesterday. So, no time like the present, let's get working. As I was removing the insulation, I found in most of the bays, between the wall studs, at the bottom there was this really fine black, not powder, not dirt. I think it was bug poop, quite honestly. It definitely wasn't mold, but really fine black dirt-like substance. I had to scrape all that stuff off and vacuum it out, so I used like a screwdriver to scrape it and then vacuum it all out. And then while I was doing that, I also got in the groove between the subfloor and the bottom plate of the wall. So things are a lot cleaner here, and I'm definitely glad that I removed the drywall and removed the insulation to be able to clean in the walls. Yeah, it's going to cost us a little bit more time and money because I have to put new insulation back in, put new drywall back on, but I think overall it's definitely worth the investment in time and in money. So now what I need to do is I need to fix a couple small framing issues, and I showed you those before. So the first things that I'm going to tackle now is I'm going to reframe the closet door, and I have to put back the last wall stud that goes between the room's dividing wall and the exterior wall. So I'll take you guys along with me on those, and then maybe I can start wiring for electrical. I keep wanting to do that, and I keep finding things that I need to do prior. It's all a learning curve. All right, let's go fix some of these framing issues. For the door jamb here for the closet, I think I'm going to restore it the way that it was. I can see that it was originally framed out to be right here because I have the header up here, I have the jack stud over here, the king stud, and it looks like there was a king stud here that they cut, and I'll just have to put a jack stud in. I think I'm going to remove this framing here and restore the original door jamb. That worked out well. I'm going to show you something here on the electrical wiring. The light switch box used to be about right here, and I had to reroute the cables going diagonally up there and then coming down here for the switch box to be to the right of the door. Well, it turns out that this wire here, 120 volts going to the kitchen, is not long enough to reach down to the box. And the closet, this goes to the light up here on the closet. This one is barely long enough. So I need to do a little bit of research tonight on how to extend those cables. I think what I'll end up doing is probably putting a junction box up here and cutting the cables here, and then getting longer cables to extend on this side and join them in the junction box. But I'm not sure if that's the correct way of doing it, so I'm going to leave that alone for now. But that's pretty good. So I need to get the lag screws for that header to make that more secure. And I think that's all I need to do for the framing. So, which means on to electrical wiring next. We have no lights. I killed the lights in the kitchen.
On purpose?
Nope, it was just too short of a wire. So I have to figure out how to extend that wire safely and to code.
Okay.
I think I know how, but I'm gonna research tonight. So I think I'm all done with the framing, all the stuff I need to do in that room. So now it is actually time for electrical.
Woohoo!
I've been saying that for like what, 3 days?
3 days, yeah, at least. Doggies are all worn out. Oh, I still got sticks in my hair. We went for a very long walk.
Oh, nice. Where'd you guys go?
We went down to where the creek enters the property and just explored around down there.
That sounds like fun.
I really like that area.
Yeah, that's cool. That sounds like fun. All right, well, I think tomorrow I'm gonna get, after we have eye appointments tomorrow.
Yeah.
So when we get back, I'll start working on electrical.
Sweet.
Yep, exciting.
Yes.